Hi, welcome to Out Past the Rings, volume 52.5. Today we're talking about Zampler number 6, of which there are two variants. So, let's go to the beginning, I guess. It was released on January 1st of 2016, but the initial concept of the art came when I met Ollie, one of the two guitar players of The World That Summer, but I met him. Okay, maybe I should go back even further. I was the vocalist for The World That Summer, and before we even formed as a band, I sold some stuff, like distro stuff, at a punk flea market in Hamilton, Ontario, and Ollie just happened to be there, tossing some VHS tapes. So I met him. He was selling some art as well, so I actually bought this off of him and enjoyed it very much. I still obviously have it. So I asked him to do the art for this, and he did this art which had already kind of been done with the head thing. So I was like, oh, let's use this as we did it as a show variant. We played a show or a release show with The World That Summer, and I remember we passed those out at the show. So there's only 15 of those, and I know at least 3 of them ended up on the floor at the end of the show that I then threw it in the garbage. So there's probably like 10 or less out there. The other cover, I asked Steve, who's a digital wizard, and the other guitar player of The World That Summer, just to whip something up really quick as we were running out of time. So he did this. Worked out very nicely. There's probably 100 to 150, maybe 200 of those. I don't know. I just know there's not very many of the other variant. There's only 25 tracks on this one, and it's pretty interesting. I think after you go through the first 2 tracks, you're probably like, wait, what's Zegma doing now? Taking a look at track 1, it was the very first premiere of a Gift from God song. So that's huge for myself and for Zegma. Obviously, the reason why I put it as track number 1. This was actually the track that Chris had sent me, asking, like, do you want to help release this? Here's one of the tracks. And I was just like, diapers! I need diapers! That's an amazing, not exclusive track. It was a premiere when it came out. You've then got Terry Green, and then you got Protest the Hero. So this was essentially the announcement that we were going to do a Protest the Hero. Initially, the idea was to do a box set of tapes, but that got shelved, perhaps to be done later on. I should probably mention, because I don't think it's been said anywhere, that for the new Protest the Hero album, although I didn't do the old tapes, I was able to do the new tape. It's not a Zegma release, but the band wanted me to make the tape, so if you have one of these new Palimpsest tapes, I made those in terms of the painting, so just in case you didn't know. What else we got? We then have Harris Hawk. I put on a show for Harris Hawk. Harris Hawk doesn't sound like anything on ZBR. It is, I don't know, it's like Thin Lizzy rock and roll. It's very technical. I always thought about it as Ed Hawkely with like fantastic singing, clean vocals. Their live performance blew me away. I was going to help release the new record. I have been told that the new record was recorded. I have asked 2 band members, and I still have not been able to hear it. They broke up essentially in or right after the studio time, so that's why it never came out. But I had somewhere between 2 and 4 live videos of them playing new songs at the show that I put on. Go check those out, they're fantastic. Okay, back to this. This was the very first The World That Summer song, I guess, that came out. We put Sad Boise State on here before the Apostles of Era split had come out. You've also got Life in Vacuum, Mets Boy, on here, because I was going to put out one of the older tapes, the Rogue Sessions tape, and then I remember being at someone's house and seeing that it had already come out on tape, and I was like, ow! At that point, I didn't realize I could do tapes for very cheap, so I was like, I'm not going to spend like $7 a tape and put something out that's already been put out when I can't sell any tapes at all. So I kind of just have been waiting, hoping to release something by Life in Vacuum, and technically have with the Meditations Volume 1 4-way split. This was the probably premiere of the very first Dead Art Darfur v. Biger Stater song. Ends up on the Murtex split. You've also got Aokigahara, which was an amazing band that unfortunately broke up and then decided not to do the release. So there was, I think, between 2 and 4 digital songs that were supposed to go on a tape. And they're all amazing, and I really wish that would have happened. But it didn't. This was also the first premiere of an Old Soul song from their Blue Heron final album. There was the premiere of Bloodboon by Kiken. There was also the premiere of Vsom's split song, one of their split songs from the They Sleep We Live split 7-inch. And there, as per usual, was a Murtex unreleased track. This one is from the demo sessions that I recorded in Mike Zonta's basement as the very first time I did Murtex vocals. And it ends with an 8-minute banger, Tentacles. So, holy smokes. I should probably stop talking. Oh, we'll take a look at the CDs after, so you get to listen to some songs, and yeah. And Jonesy, holy smokes, my outro includes a knife, so you need to stay back! Ah!